This week on a podcast from Beneath, let sleeping corpses lie.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. The unburied dead are coming back to life, seeking human victims.
Mr. Poe, how's it going, sir?
I'm doing just fine, Mr. Vickers. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of tired, but I think I'll make it. I may yawn a couple of times, but I'll make it.
Yeah, well, gosh dang it, we're going to get this dang podcast done. I know that.
That's right. Billy's not going to be here with us. I know he had some kind of plans. Of course, we kind of got off schedule a little bit in our recording.
Yeah, we did.
So we're trying to get back on the keep the schedule going, keep our we don't want our listeners not having something to listen to. But apparently a lot of people have just been enjoying our backlog of episodes because our downloads keep going up, even though we haven't had a new episode in a week.
Yeah, it's been about a week. But,
Yeah.
I mean, life happens. We busy guys, work and family and all that other good stuff,
Until we're being paid to do this full time, we're going to have some hiccups in our schedule.
We love to do this. That's why we do it.
That's right. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and start with, and I got to get them pulled up here. I guess we'll go ahead and start with our corpses from beneath. If you want to go ahead and
yes, I have our awesome
on there.
little Twitter pulled up, but I do want to say a big, awesome thank you to all of you who have recently joined our Facebook group. That's awesome. We kind of put some stuff out there just so to keep you informed and everything. So thanks for joining the Facebook group. That's awesome.
Yes,
but
hopefully we'll have a lot more stuff on there.
Oh yeah, there definitely will be. But I do want to shout out our Twitter followers because y'all are important too. We got Flixology 101, and they say watch, drink, and enjoy. They do their best to save the world one clip at a time, one sip at a time. And unpredicted, lousy screenwriter and founder of Flixology 101. I guess that's who said that. But anyway, you can follow them at Flixology 101 on Twitter. Then we got Scare Me on Fridays. It's they say I also have a silent movie blog, Silent Weirdness, and that's what it is. That's what they do. So it's a blogger. But you can follow them on Twitter at Symmetra Rhodes. Oh, okay. I guess that's the woman that runs it.
Nice.
One more I do want to say.
Yeah, definitely do one more because I'm having issues getting the password pulled up here.
It's okay. Kristen West followed us today. She's actress, producer, and host. And hashtag... She has a bunch of hashtags on here. Body positive, hashtag horror star, hashtag writer, and plus size model. So thank you, Kristen, for following us. And you can follow her at the Kristen West on Twitter. And that's all the love we'll give to Twitter this go around, I guess.
Well, let's go over to the Slasher app. I finally got it loaded up here. I think it was more of a user error than it was a program error, but first I'll give a shout out to Mr. X Comics. We are a family-owned comic book store. We sell new slabbed toys and trades. We're also huge horror fans. Of course, you can find them on facebook.com/Mr. X Comics. And I guess they have an eBay store, so that's ebay.com/str/Mr. Comics. So, yeah, they gave us a follow today.
Awesome.
The other one that I'm going to go with is, her name's Tammy, but her username is @white noise. She's an author of 8 books in the horror genre, currently working on my White Noise series, Volume 3. You can find her information outside of the Slasher app at Tammy V. Let's see, what is this? It all runs together. It's hard to read. TammyVreeland.com. It's TammyVreeland.com. And of course, you can find our Slasher at White Noise.
Cool.
But thanks for the follows on the Slasher app.
Yes, get it, download it. Talk with other people that like horror movies. Shoot, directors, actors are on there too, you know?
Yeah.
Follow them.
We got a couple of those people following us there.
That's really cool that a comic shop follows us. I mean, like
I know it's kind of weird. I mean, not weird, but I guess they're also into horror. So, of course, I mean, I'm into comics also. So,
yeah, it's really awesome. I know we talked a little bit about before the show. You know, I've been getting into some independent comic books and stuff. So, really cool.
Yes. So, what do you want to move on to next?
I guess anything new that you've been watching you want to talk about? New movies or anything?
Well, I guess I'll do my Tales from Tubi.
Oh, well, there you go.
So Tales from Tubi for this week. This week's pick was called Close Calls from 2017. Morgan, a troubled teen, must deal with her crazy grandma and a psycho caller when her father leaves her home alone. As the calls keep coming in, a paranoid Morgan is forced to, and I don't know why I never click on see full summary before I start reading this, forced to face some of her worst fears and inner demons when she believes everyone she knows is either plotting against her or trying to kill her. I actually found this was a recommendation from another a YouTube channel that I watch frequently. They had watched it, and I watched a review about it, and I checked it out. It is available on Tubi. And it's directed by Richard Strigham, written by Richard Strigham, stars Jordan Phipps, Greg Falcon, Cameron Patterson. This is a very good film. It definitely has it's got a lot of influence from Giallo in it, as far as like the look of the film, the lighting. There's a lot of like bright red background, bright blue backgrounds. But they did a really good job with it, and I highly recommend it. And like I said, it's on Tubi, and I believe you also found it on Amazon Prime, right?
Yes, I did. I watched a little bit of it. I didn't get to finish it, but I enjoyed what I saw of it. But
yeah, I really liked it.
I do see what you're saying though about it being kind of Giallo influenced and all that. So no, I enjoyed what I watched. So I need to finish that one.
Yes, you definitely need to finish it.
It's hard to finish sometimes. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit to watch. A lot of
stuff to watch. Yes, there is.
Oh man.
So today, I believe it was today when they launched it, right? Bloody Summer Camp Indiegogo campaign.
Yes, man, they have a bunch of awesome stuff going on over there with their different tiers and stuff being a part of the Indiegogo campaign. So
they do. You can just get a thank you. You can get a backer credit. You can get a I Survived Camp Trust Fall mug. Digital downloads, DVDs, T-shirts, Blu-rays, VHS. They have a limited edition VHS, which is that's kind of cool. But a podcast from Beneath donated today. I went ahead and picked up the mug, the I Survived Camp Trust Fall mug. So hopefully I can start drinking maybe some tea out of that on the show when I get that in. But also, if you purchase the mug tier, you're also in a drawing to win the mug autographed by Felissa Rose. So that's kind of cool that you have that option to, to maybe get an autograph. Although I don't know if I would want her. I would like to have her autograph, but I wouldn't want it on the mug because I plan on using the mug.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I don't
It
want to like
does.
wash it off. And I would like to eventually wash the mug.
Yeah. Well,
So
they probably got it
if
on
I
there.
win, maybe they can have her just sign, something else.
Yeah, I think they have. I believe they even have a T-shirt that's signed by her as well.
Yeah, that was one of the other tiers. It was a higher price tier, I should say. But it's actually it's not just a T-shirt. It's a T-shirt that she wore in the film.
Oh, there you go.
And then of course she autographs it. Yeah, Bloody Summer Camp. They're on Indiegogo. Everybody should jump in there. Want just $5, just
Yeah, doesn't
or $10. $10 gets you the backer credit.
There you go.
Yeah,
and then you can
so-
get your name as a backer credit and a thank you, and of course probably some social media stuff on there as well.
Right. And then
So that's pretty cool.
yeah, $10 is all I paid for the mug. So
That isn't bad at all.
no, for a nice I believe it's ceramic mug. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the big. I mean, shoot, dude, they've been working their asses off over there getting this thing done. I just watched Dave's little, I guess, streaming he had today. He had a little streaming deal going on, and they had a drawing for a signed poster. So, I mean, that was
that. They also have a I believe you can like a raffle drawing for a Robert Englund signed.
yeah,
Freddy Krueger poster.
Yeah, I saw that.
I guess somebody donated a bunch of stuff to them, so they're using that to raise money. So that's kind of cool too. So you can just go over their website, and of course we'll have links to everything.
Oh, heck yeah, we will. We'll be sure to tag them in anything and everything. And of course, we're 100%, with them, behind them, beside them. They've been nothing but
inside
cool.
of them.
So inside. But yeah, Bloody Summer Camp. Check it out. Get on that Indiegogo. And man, I'm looking forward to this film. I can't wait.
Yes, and there was another Indiegogo campaign coming up February 7th.
Yes.
And that is going to be for Red. I'm going to get this wrong because I always get this wrong. Is it Red Summer Camp?
Red Summer Massacre.
Red Summer Massacre.
Yes,
Okay.
Josh Graves' film. That kicks off February
so it doesn't
7th.
take place in a camp, right?
The trailer, if you watched it, and right now, Bloody Summer Camp and Red Summer Massacre, their trailers are being shown on B Movie TV, if you happen to watch that channel. But they also have them up on YouTube. But you watch the trailer and you're like, what the hell is going on? Like Red Summer Massacre, it's just like, it's a neat trailer. You got to watch it. So I'm looking forward to it. I like how they didn't give too much away, but then, we'll see what happens.
Right, and like I said, that's February 7th. Their campaign will start, and of course they'll have some awesome tiers, I'm sure, some nice prizes.
Oh yeah.
I'll definitely have to jump on that one too and get behind that one. And then you have one more that you want to tell us about, correct? We're going to be spending a lot of money on getting getting other people's stuff made, and we're like struggling here as a fledgling podcast.
Yes, I got behind this new campaign. It's Abel Berry and Jen Stone. They got Strix coming out. Their Indiegogo is already live. I believe it was live on Friday. They've done awesome so far. They could, of course, use more backing, but they have some awesome little tiers in their stuff as well. Little perks, I guess you call them, instead of tiers. I keep calling it tiers, I guess, because of Patreon. But anyway, their perks are badass. And this Friday, they're going to have a free T-shirt Friday. So if you, I believe it's you become a part of some sort of perk, and then you get a chance to win a free T-shirt. So
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
the T-shirts
I'm
look
looking at it
kick-ass
here.
too, by the way.
Yeah, they're currently live. They have 26 days left,
Yeah.
and they're already 98% funded. So.
Oh man, yeah. But they,
I'm assuming that's what that means. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this is also, if people are like, well, what the hell is Strix? Well, it is a prequel to Blood Sombrero and Midnight Devils.
Nice.
Which I have not seen Blood Sombrero. Sorry. I'm looking for it. I need to watch it.
That one either.
I need to watch it, but I have seen Midnight Devils, which is awesome. People should check that out. So
they have some they got some pretty pricey perks on it.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not cheap to do film, and yeah, it might be a little bit too much, but you know, I just send it, and you can even choose how much you want to send. But
right.
But you know, I think everything's pretty much the same like anywhere else. There's some people that have a cheaper DVD Blu-ray combo thing, but I mean, I think it's worth it. I mean, especially they put out some good quality film over there at Stoneberry Films.
Yeah, I mean, they have a $15 thank you tier.
Oh, there you go.
$27 for a digital download plus a special thanks in the credits. That's really cool. $49 special edition DVD.
Yeah.
But then they have movie star plus producer. So I guess you get to be in the film and be a producer. $997.
Wow.
So I don't think I'll be doing that one.
If I had the money, I probably would.
I probably would too. Yeah, but something else cool about this movie, and I found this out the other day because there's a YouTuber that I watch. His name is Chauncey Phillips, and of course he does like new DVDs that are coming out on Tuesday. So every Tuesday he does a video, and he is going to be in this movie, the one we're talking about, Strix.
Oh, that's badass.
And they have some perks on here related to him, like you can be killed by Chauncey Phillips in the film. So that's pretty cool.
Paid to get killed.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I believe they're filming this in your neck of the woods, and they're going to film this in Dallas, correct?
Yeah, I believe that's where they usually film their stuff, around that area. And I wish it was my neck of woods. Texas is so freaking huge. It's about a good 8 or 9 hours.
Right.
To get up there. So, quite a bit of a drive.
You better get up there then. All right. Now you have something coming up next month that you are going to be attending.
Yes. In Texas, I will be going to the Cult Classic Convention. And I got behind the Butcher's Bluff movie, and they had a perk where it was a Cult Classic. It was you get a special VIP ticket, entrance to the after party. I believe it's on Saturday, like a little get together. So I'll be hanging out with the Hogman, William N. Stone, and some of the cast members. It'll be a fun time. I know they got a lot of cool photo ops going to be happening out there with, Leanna Quigley and oh man, what was that girl? Angela Kincaid. So
yeah, they're both going to be in costume.
Yeah, you'll be able to take a picture with them. And then they have a Slumber Party Massacre little reunion as well there. So I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to be fun. This is going to be my second big convention I've ever been to. So I'm looking forward to it.
It definitely sounds like it'll be fun. I was looking through the list there of people's going to be there. There's going to be a lot of cool people there.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to have a lot of opportunity to maybe get some guests on our show.
Yeah, or I'll buy a bunch of stickers and just like
There you
pat
go.
people on the back, and they'll have a sticker on their shirt.
Have a
Like, where'd
sticker
that
on
come from? No. But yeah, it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm very excited about it. It happens next month, so Valentine's Day weekend.
There you go. All right. And speaking of horror conventions,
Oh yeah.
there is another one that is coming up the month of August, and it is August 21st and 22nd. And this convention's in my neck of the woods. It's going to be in West Virginia, a little town called Pipestem. And they're going to have some pretty good guests up there. Let's see, they're going to have, I know I'm going to mispronounce this guy's name, but it's Andrew Berninski, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Of course, he was Leatherface in the remakes.
Awesome.
Jason Brooks is going to be there. He was in. Now I think he was Jason. Correct.
Yes.
Now, did he also make? He also made like his own film. Like, right? Is that the same guy?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Because then also they're going to have C.J. Graham is going to be there, and he also played Jason. Correct.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Zach Ward is going to be there. Everybody knows who Zach Ward is.
Yeah. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. Edward Furlong is going to be there. Robert Lasardo. Don Shanks. Tamara Glenn. And then you can also see us there.
I know.
Be there.
You know, that's a big guest right there.
It is a big guest.
Yeah.
No, we are going to be there. We're going to have a booth set up.
Yep.
Hopefully we can have some stuff to sell. I'm still going to be kind of working on that, but yeah, it's going to be in Pipestem, West Virginia, August 21st and the 22nd, and of course they always have bands too. They're going to have some bands.
Yeah, I saw that, man. There's a lot of bands there.
Yeah, so as soon as I get a full list of all the bands, we'll mention that. But yeah, so if anybody is in the West Virginia area, you can definitely come and check us out there.
Yeah, get all the West Virginia peeps that listen to this little show over there. I doubt I'll get any Texas people over there. Other than me and my wife.
You might get a couple people.
I might. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it should have a blast.
Pretty crazy. Pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
The logistics of it right now are trying to kind of worry me, but I think we'll get there.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
All right, so I guess if you're ready, sir, I'm ready for some weekly world news.
Oh, weekly world news. Okay, well, since it's 2020, I thought I should do a 1920s voice on this one. So here it goes. The weekly world news. Business news. Elon Musk to fly people to heaven. Also, frozen alligators fall from trees in Florida.
Because it got cold down there.
Yes, it did.
They were complaining because it was like 55 or something.
We also have some political news. Pilod confronts Trump in Davos. Let me testify, Pilod says.
No, that's the alien, correct? The
Yes.
one that was hanging out with Hillary in the hot tub.
Yeah. I'm trying not to break character. Breaking news. Brawl at furry convention. Rabbits roughed up. And last but not least, snake UFO spotted over Dallas, Texas. And that is the weekly world news. What?
You say a snake UFO?
Yeah, snake UFO. You didn't hear the guy? Oh man.
Never even heard of a snake UFO.
A snake UFO. How do you like the Rick and Morty episode? That was hilarious. If you hadn't seen the new Rick and Morty, have you watched any of the new episodes yet?
I've never even seen Rick and Morty at all.
Oh.
I've never watched it.
Okay, so all right, people.
Like I know what it is. I've never watched it.
No, it's fine. I'm going to talk to the Rick and Morty fans that listen to this show.
There you go.
That shit was hilarious. If you hadn't seen the episode where the snakes are, it's just, you have to watch it. It's part, I think it's the episode 2 or 3 of the new season. So check it out. It's fucking hilarious. That's what just reminded me of it. So not that they need any plugging from us, but yeah, I enjoy that show.
Snake UFO.
Yeah. Snake UFO. Like, what kind of UFO is that? I don't know. Let me check it out. Oh shit, it looks like a snake UFO. Even the picture of it looks like a snake. It looks like somebody just drew, like, it's weird. It's just weird. Thank you, Weekly World News. We love you.
We definitely love the Weekly World News. I do have one more thing real quick. I don't know why.
Go ahead.
I forgot about this. This is kind of a big deal. We have a new website.
Yes.
I have made a new website.
You did a badass job too. You worked pretty hard on that.
A lot of the work was done by Wix. That's Wix.com for your website.
This just in, host of a podcast from beneath, fraud web maker.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, it still takes your time to do it, and I think you did an awesome job on it. And of course, I mean, shoot, you want to know what we're doing? We'll go to the website.
Yeah. So it has I haven't paid for a domain yet. I don't know if I ever will, but so it's got a weird website address. It's 1313inc.wixsite.com/my site. I know that's hard, like weird to even say, but we will have links and everywhere. We'll put links out there. But if you do go to the website, you can sign up for our newsletter. We're going to have a newsletter. Hopefully I can keep up with it and have one release every month.
Yeah.
So just go to the website and sign up for our newsletter. I've got February's done. It's going to be sent out. So if you want to get on February's newsletter, just go to the website. Link will be in the description and sign up for it.
There you go.
And we'll spam the hell out of you. No, we won't. No, we won't. We'll just send you one newsletter a month.
Sign up for 50% off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, like you said, a link to the store, right? As well for the t-shirts and all the get-ups. There's a link to the store on the website. It's a nice little animated button that slides in. It's pretty cool. Having an about section on there that has our pictures. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
For some reason, I look like I'm confused. The picture that you found, it's like I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking when I was getting that picture taken. My wife took that picture. I was probably annoyed because she takes a lot of pictures.
Probably.
But anyway.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to talk about before we move on to this awesome movie?
Yes, real quick. I did want to mention a comic book. I'm getting into a comic book series, and it's called Lord of Gore. And if you like horror movies and comic books, this is a perfect little combo. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I've been reading that lately.
Lord of Gore. Now is that you have like a physical copy or is it a digital?
It's digital. Yeah, I got the digital because I went to Comixology to get it, and I said, you know what, screw it, I'll pay the $2 to read this comic book, see what it's about. And I was surprised, and now they got a fan in me, so I'll be finishing that series. And of course, while I'm talking about comics, there's a little store down here in little old Texas. It's in Katy, Texas. It's called Fun Stuff Comics and More. they have a little store out there. They keep upgrading it, man. And if you join the little group, you get to see all the cool stuff they're into. And of course, the owner of the comic shop does kind of like a little movie review video. So,
Oh, sweet. So is that on YouTube or?
I believe he has a YouTube. It's Fun Stuff Entertainment, if I'm not mistaken. But he also posted it on his Facebook page.
Okay, cool. So everybody give him a follow.
Yeah, there you go. And also follow us on YouTube and wherever.
Yes, wherever you may find us.
We're trying to get everywhere. We even got a MySpace, don't we?
I think so, yeah. But I think Podbean's been having some issue getting stuff to go to YouTube, so I don't even know if our stuff's even on YouTube anymore.
I noticed that.
But I'm not too worried about that right now. So.
Oh, well, there you go.
I have too much stuff to keep up with as it is.
I got you. I got you back, man. Don't worry.
All right. I know we mentioned before too, but I just want to remind everybody. Spotify, we have a playlist from beneath. Go. I don't guess you download it, but you can listen to what we're listening to. We got some good stuff on there. Everybody should go check it out. I don't think we get anything out of people downloading it, but it's there if you want it.
No, but it gives them kind of an insight of what we like in music and all that. I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah, but it's there. It's there. Just you have to go get it. And there's a link. I think I put a link on the Facebook group, and where else did I just put that to? Oh, in the newsletter.
There you go.
For February, you just have to sign up.
The podcast from beneath newsletter. Yeah. Sign up and be annoyed by us just on another platform.
That's right. We're annoying everywhere.
Yes. We ain't going nowhere. Sorry.
Yeah. I did want to mention too, I think I briefly mentioned this in one of our previous episodes, but there's a game called Blasphemous that everybody has to play. I think when I talked about it before, I hadn't played it yet, but I have played it now. Got it on the Switch, and it is fucking awesome if everybody likes Castlevania Metroid type games. I think I called them Castleroids in that last episode.
Yeah.
Which I do better. Castleroid sounds better. But then I came across a new game. I haven't played this one yet, but I kind of stumbled across it. It's called Streets of Red.
Yes, it looks badass. You shared the video with me. Yeah,
it's like a throwback to 8-bit beat 'em ups, but it basically takes place at a convention. I think you play as characters that were there for like a video game convention type thing, and then a bunch of like zombies show up, and then it kind of turns into a beat 'em up game. But it has a lot of like references to horror movies in it, so. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting that. And actually, they have, let me find it again, because you can get the game right now digitally.
Is it just on PS4? Or is it on Switch and all that, too?
I think it's on, I think you can get it on all the platforms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on Steam and all that. But what I was going to say... As soon as I find it here, I mean, I should have had this pulled up already, but I wasn't thinking about it. Yeah, if you go to Limited Run Games, you can get a physical copy of it. That's the only place you can get it on physical. And I believe they hit on the Switch and the PS4. You can get the physical copy of it. Just the game's $34.99, but then they also have a like a special edition also, which comes with a lot more stuff.
Cool.
It's the Streets of Red Collector's Edition. It's a bit more. It's $64.99, but you get the game. It comes in a retro box, a booklet, the original soundtrack, a retro replica cart, and a poster. All for $64.99. Of course, it comes with the game, so. Yeah, that's cool. limitedrungames.com, and you can get that. I'm thinking about picking that up. Not the collector's edition, but just the standard edition there. I think it'd be kind of interesting.
No, it looks like a badass game. I gotta really try it out. I mean, this, like you said, you get to be different characters and stuff. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah. Definitely looks fun. All right, so you have anything else?
No, that's it. We can get down to the nitty gritty.
But I don't want to.
Oh, man. Yes, this movie. And this is a Billy pick.
This was a Billy pick, and then he bolted on us.
I know. I think he does that. He did that on purpose.
I think he did too. I think he watched it, and he was like, there's no way I can talk about this movie.
I'm going to torture the other two and tell them, watch this movie.
Yeah. Of course, it's going to be hard for me to talk about this movie also. I just really couldn't get into it. But the movie we're talking about is called Let Sleeping Corpses Lie from 1974. And the synopsis here is kind of weird. But it says a cop chases two hippies suspected of a series of Manson family-like murders. Unbeknownst to him, the real culprits are the living dead. Brought to life with a thirst for human flesh by chemical pesticides being developed or being used by area farmers.
Okay. First off, this movie, when I looked it up, has like 10 billion freaking names attached to it. I know I'm over exaggerating. Too many names. Because you have.
I know Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, and I think when Billy told us about it,
it was the living dead
of Manchester Morgue, right?
Okay. And then it's also called Don't Open the Window. Then it's also called in Italiano No si deve profan il sonno de morte, means do not profane the sleep of the dead. And then in Spanish, no profar el sueño de los muertos, do not profane the sleep of the dead again. So I hate when movies do this. They got too many names. Just call it one thing. That's it.
I don't know. I'm not sure why they do that, but I mean, it's not the only movie that have 30 names, but
I know, but and then you read the synopsis. Okay, then there's another one I read, and it's totally different from what you just read. It's like they can't decide what this movie's about.
What did you read? Read your synopsis. Maybe it's better.
Well, instead of it's hippies, it's they're chasing two people that are wanted for murders that they believe are satanic.
I think if you combine your synopsis and my synopsis, maybe it works out to be what it actually was. Because they weren't hippies.
No, they weren't.
The guy would have been. I guess I don't know. He didn't even come off as a hippie either. I don't know.
Well, it seemed to me like he was. I want to say he looked like some sort of like professor or.
I think he owned some kind of store.
Maybe an antique store. But,
yeah.
Okay, I do have a question about this whole thing. Okay. So I started off the movie, and it seemed to me that whenever the professor, whatever the hell he is, he leaves on his motorcycle and is showing shots through the town. And it seems like the director had ADHD. He's like, hey, film that building over there. Now film the street. Now film the street light. And then all of a sudden, we get treated to a woman that's in a trench coat, and she takes off and she runs off butt naked through traffic. You doing the peace sign and wearing a fake afro.
Well, that was
I felt like I was were they on drugs when they did this?
Well, I just took that as a when was this movie filmed? That was probably
1974.
Yeah, so that would have been. She probably was a hippie. You know what I'm saying? She was.
The only hippie was
that was her protest. You know what I'm saying?
What was she protesting? I didn't get it. She's like, "There's too much traffic in this place. I'm just gonna run naked through the street holding up a peace sign." Which good for her. I mean, she didn't have a bad looking body, but it kind of threw me for a loop. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, "Whoa, what the hell?"
Yes, I wonder like where. I wonder what city that was. Like we're just.
I guess it's in London somewhere.
Well, no, I guess that it says the country was Spain, Italy.
Okay,
so,
well then Spain. Yeah, well, okay. Well, where does the Manchester come from?
I have no. Well, that was the name of the morgue.
Okay,
that was in the movie later on, but they never
call it that.
Oh, I mean, they just show a sign.
Oh,
that reads it, but they never mention it or talk about it or whatever.
And then the whole adventure kicks off after the whatever we'll call him. We'll call him like he looks so familiar. Who did he look like to you? Because he looked familiar.
I was gonna say Jared Leto. Like, was this one of his first films or something?
Jared Leto is timeless. Yeah, we'll call him, the Jared Leto impersonator. He's on his motorcycle. He goes to fuel up, and then this chick goes in reverse instead of going forward, hits his bike, and then all of a sudden they just decide. And this is a stranger, mind you. She never met this guy. You get in the car with me, and you know what?
That's what didn't make sense.
You drive.
Yeah. Like she bumped his bike and it fell over.
Okay. It wasn't like the bike was destroyed, okay?
Yeah,
he just pick it up.
I think he still could have drove it out of there.
Oh man.
But he ends up getting in her car.
Yeah.
And forces her to take him where he was trying to get to. Of course, she's trying to get to an opposite. Where she's going is the opposite direction of where he's going. So I guess that's like the film's tension.
And then they end up going to check on her sister, which is she's doing heroin to write a great album or something. I don't know what she's doing heroin for, but
that doesn't make sense either. Like
nothing made sense on this one.
Yeah, she was cooking up heroin in the basement, and her husband taking midnight photos of some kind of
a pond.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, we might get some nudity here. Like maybe someone's gonna rise out of the water. No, he was just, I'm gonna take a picture of this water.
Yeah, that is like the zombie shows up like now, and we don't even know where they came from yet, right? Like they haven't talked about the chemical yet. Correct?
No, they haven't talked about the chemical. It's just like the zombie shows up, and it's a zombie because he has grayish looking skin, but his eyes are bloodshot red. Like his eyes are red.
Well, I want to say they were just red. They had some kind of weird, like not a design, but they had like a pattern to them.
I just saw red eyes.
Now, they had like a weird. I remember it having like a weird pattern.
Well, maybe one of them. I don't know. They had weird patterns. I don't know. Yeah. I checked out so many times.
That plays a big role later on in the film.
Yeah, it does.
The pattern of the eyes. But I would say this movie does not pick up until the last 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, you get a bunch of boring dialogue, and it's just a lot of it didn't need to be in the film.
No,
but I will say this: being a fan of films from the 70s and 60s, I watched some of that stuff, and I guess it was like normal for them to film people driving or have a very long plot and people talking for extended periods of time. I guess that was like, oh, that's what makes a good movie. Instead of now, I don't know. Maybe it's just boring because it's, filmed that long ago and it, just kind of drones on a little bit.
No, I just think it was a bad movie. I don't think.
Well, yeah.
I don't think the time, I don't think the year that it was made has anything to do with it. I just think they didn't have a good script to begin with. They were just trying to.
Were they trying to rip off something?
They were probably trying to copy Night of the Living Dead, which would have been. I mean, I know a lot older, but I don't think anything else would have came out before that.
No, and I think you're right, especially with the chemical element. And I guess they tried to have some shocking moments, of course, with especially with the end, and I saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't surprising to me. Maybe, and I think I brought this up before. Every country has different kind of horror movies, and maybe in Spain at that time, that was a terrifying movie for them. Like, it was scary to think, The Walking Dead or whatever, but even with the crap they put out, it was maybe someone did find it kind of scary at the time,
It was terrifying for me to watch. That much.
But, I mean, I know we pride ourselves on, we watch pretty much anything, and I try to give things a chance, but this movie, it was just, like you said, it just took too long to get there.
It's not that it took too long. It was, like I said, they had just had an idea, right?
Yeah.
And then that's why we have long scenes of people just driving in a car. And like today, so I'm gonna change gears here, and we're gonna talk about another movie, just because so I can compare it to this and like what I'm talking about.
Okay. So
I watched a movie today. You may have seen it, and it was called I think not Slumber Party Massacre. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it was made by the same guy that made Massage Parlor of Death.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's not Slumber Party Massacre.
Man.
It was Sleep Pajama Party Massacre, maybe?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. What's his name? Richard Moss, I believe, is the director of that.
Anyway, whatever the movie was called, I don't know at this point.
Yeah.
All they had was this idea of these girls are going on spring break.
Mm-hmm.
But for spring break, all they're going to do is go to this girl's aunt's apartment. And they're being stalked by this guy that like is in love with all four of them. And that's all they had, right?
Yeah.
So a majority of this movie was just boring ass dialogue. Like there's a scene where they're laying on a blanket in a park, and it's not even scripted. It's just they're just talking about just whatever.
Yeah.
For hours, and then like nothing happens. But anyways, that's what I think about this movie. I think all they had was this idea. So they just filmed random stuff and tried to piece it together. It just, I don't know. And I didn't really understand the whole, why he felt like he needed to stay with her this whole time.
I don't know.
Like, motherfucker, this is your fault. Anything that happens to you right now is on you.
Yeah, he
kind of got on your bike and left.
Yeah, he kind of just stuck around. It's like, you really could just leave at any time. It's not your sister that's a drug addict.
Right.
And
unless you're thinking about getting something from this woman.
Yeah.
Which never happened. I mean, just
nope.
This is
he got himself killed is what happened. Oh man. No, you're right. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I just
like I don't even know what else to say about this movie.
No, I don't either. I'm at a loss of words, I guess. The only thing I can say I enjoyed about it was the naked woman run across the street.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the last 15 minutes, whenever the zombies finally attack, we get some really good death scenes, some really good practical effects.
Yeah, they're not bad.
But like I said, you had to sit through the whole movie just to get to that. It was just like there was nothing until that happened. Even the couple of deaths we had before that weren't like, they were kind of boring.
Yeah,
this guy gets his throat scratched or whatever. But just like that movie did, I'm going to pad this episode with some pointless dialogue. going to read you some trivia.
All right.
For this movie.
Hit it.
Director George Garou purposely cast an actress known for having a flat chest in the role of the nurse so that a fake chest piece could be applied that the zombie could tear into for her death scene. See, that was a good scene. I really enjoyed
That was. I was going to
really
say
good death.
that is one of the better ones on there.
Yes. All right, so we kind of joked about the title in the beginning there.
Yeah.
Do you know how many titles it has?
Too many? Should just have one.
This film has a grand total of 16 alternate titles.
Holy crap.
So, and apparently it's just I guess, where it's been released, like internationally, like each country, I guess, kind of gave it its own name, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Which usually happens.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't translate into their language.
Correct, right.
Yeah.
The cemetery scenes in the film were shot at the historical English graveyard where Robin Hood's Little John is said to have been laid to rest. The production experienced trouble, though, when tourists arrived to see the crew and their garbage hanging around the cemetery. Complaints were made. The film crew was forced to wrap shots in the cemetery in 24 hours. You got 24 hours and you're getting the hell out of here.
Oi! Why are you desecrating old Little John's freaking grave?
So this may be dumb on my part, but I'm going to ask it anyways because I just have to know. So was Robin Hood and Little John, were they real people?
I was about to ask the same thing. I was like, am I an idiot? Like, I didn't know they were real. I just thought they were. I don't know.
I mean, that makes me feel stupid, but
it does me too. And I was going to ask you the same question.
As far as I know, Robin Hood was always a fox. And everything, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, they got like
I mean, an animated cartoon fox, not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I found Robin Hood attractive.
Oh my God. Yeah. And I thought Little John was that animated bear. No. Yeah, that's the one I grew up with, of course, in the Disney version. But also, I mean, there's so many Robin Hood movies, and then of course that new one. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know he was real either.
I didn't know he was either. So,
or Little John anyway. Was Little John fucking real, or did Little John die? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Little John's a rapper, so he is real. But I'm not sure about Robin Hood.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's funny that people complained about it though. Like, well, it's just a headstone, dude. I mean, what do you care?
There's no one actually buried here because he.
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny.
The film's bizarre alternate title of "Don't Open the Window" inspired Edgar Wright to make his mock trailer "Don't" for the film Grindhouse in 2007.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's cool that at least one other person has seen this.
Yeah.
Movie. Besides you, me, and I'm assuming Billy's seen it.
Oh, if he hadn't seen it, I'm going to waterboard his ass.
The film's strange music score is partially made of moaning and breathing noises. It was director John Grew who made these eerie sounds as well as those for the zombies.
Pretty cool.
So he done his own sound effects there.
Well, save money.
The English tagline to avoid fainting, keep repeating it's only a movie, only a movie, only a movie, was taken from the advertising campaign for Wes Craven's The Last House on the Left. I didn't realize that they had used that. Yeah, that's obvious ripoff there.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, here's a big here's something you were wondering about. According to director George, the woman streaker seen in the street during the opening credits was originally hired as an extra in the film. So she was just supposed to be an extra, and I guess decided to take her clothes off.
Oh. So she was just supposed to just stand there, and she's like, I'm going to protest right now.
That's right. I'm showing some
Oh.
titties.
Well,
Bush. She had the 70s bush going.
there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Since Fernando Hilbeck's Zombie was supposed to have died drowning in the river, director George Grew kept Hilbeck soaked with water throughout the film. Grew said that this often annoyed Hilbeck.
Well, yeah, you're wet the whole film.
Yeah, I mean, you figure he would eventually dry off there, right?
Yeah, he looks a little dry. Douse him again.
Yeah. The trained owl that sits perched in the Southgate's Old Owl Hotel is a species known as a barred owl. According to the door of George's antique shop, his surname is Meaning. All right.
Good to know. I was wondering about that owl.
I was, yeah. Now my rating of this movie just went up.
Oh, man.
During the zombie attack scene on the hospital stairway, a zombie has part of his chest sliced off by an axe. In the next shot, the part of his chest is undamaged. That was just a continuity error.
Oh, I was like, I thought I was ready for something like very interesting.
Here's a factual. Here's a
like he really got hit with an axe.
No. That would have been awesome though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, here's a factual error. If you look at the lettering on the door while the police and George are at the Old Owl, you can see that owl is mistakenly spelled OLW. And here's a revealing mistake. Of course, this is a big spoiler, so I don't really care because I don't care if anybody watches this or not.
Don't watch this movie.
When the cop shoots and kills George during his third shot, a little red ball is visible right before it hits George's stomach. So I guess they shot him with a paintball.
Oh, okay.
And then you can see it before it hits him. And that was all the goofs for this movie.
Very cool.
Yes.
That's
yeah, George Meaning. They actually have him. That's how they have him listed in the credits here. Guy's name is Ray Lovelock, the actor that played him.
Sounds like a porn name.
It does sound like a porn name.
Ray Lovelock.
Yeah, this movie, I don't know. I don't know why he picked this movie.
Are we gonna give it a rating?
I mean, we have to give it a rating.
Do we, or can we skip this part? No, go ahead.
I mean, I got to give it a 2.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I would give it a 1, but it had that really, some really good death scenes at the end. So, and the 70s bush, you
gotta give props to that. Wow. Yeah. I think I'm gonna also go with a 2. I think I'm going to do the same thing because, I mean, everything you just mentioned is probably the coolest things in the movie.
Well, sadly, IMDb gave it a 6.8.
My God.
So,
I wonder what Rotten Tomatoes gave.
That's what I was going to say. I'm curious about what. I'm gonna pull
the one at IMDb, 6 point. What? Why?
I just have to hope I don't have to type in 16 different titles to find out.
We're going to be a while, folks. We'll play some soothing Kenny G for you while you wait.
No, I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Spanish Flea. I was going to drop that there. All right, so The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue, or Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, or Don't Open the Window, or Don't Watch This Movie. Audience score 71, and I guess the critic score, which is the tomato thing, is 82. So,
man, I guess we are not. Do we have to watch this again to get why they did that?
I don't want to watch it again.
I don't understand why they gave it so. I'm just confused now.
Here's some. Maybe we're not cultured enough. I don't know.
I guess I don't know, because they've shit on movies that I've actually enjoyed and liked. They gave it like, under 50. You know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's some of the what these critics say. Something I find even more impressive as the zombie selection in our streaming service of choice gets more and more. Well, they're not even talking about this movie.
Oh yeah. I give Netflix 80%.
Scenic settings, guts, and a residual contact high from the counterculture movement coverage, and one of the zombie genre's most unique and enjoyable entries.
The fuck are they talking about? Do we have to be from the 70s to get whatever movement they were a part of? I don't get it.
I don't know either. That was critics. Yeah, that's what critics were saying.
Wow.
Okay, so here's somebody that gave it a what's their star rating here? 1, 2, 3, 4. They gave it a 2.5 out of 5, and they say Let Sleeping Corpses Lie or Living Dead at Manchester Morgue is an easily forgettable zombie movie. It doesn't offer anything that is memorable or that makes the movie worth the watch. The two main actors really annoyed me, especially the woman. Her voice got to me after 10 minutes of the movie, and I just wanted the zombies to come rip her open. So, yeah, like I'd never heard of this movie before Billy mentioned that he wanted to cover it on this show and then not show up. But so I don't, and I'm like a big zombie. Like I'm a huge fan of like zombie films. Like I would say, especially Romero's stuff that's like my favorite genre.
Yeah,
the zombie, and I've never heard of this movie, so I consider myself a zombie expert, and this movie is trash.
There you go. From our zombie expert here on the show, this movie is trash.
I have seen better, and I'm pretty sure I've seen better zombie movies outside of Romero from that same era,
Yeah.
From the 70s.
Well, yeah, you're right. I'm going to stick by our reading. I'm going to stick by that. Because I know I don't want to watch it again, ever.
Yes.
Usually a movie has something that'll, just like that review said, sometimes a movie has something that you're like, man, I remember that. I got to see that again, or that just that one scene. This doesn't have any of that. It's like.
Yeah, and I watched it. I didn't watch it recently because I watched it a couple of days ago when we were originally supposed to record.
Yeah.
And nothing really stands out other than the stupid characters. The stupid decisions that the guy made.
So many. Oh, man. But, yeah. I don't, you know what? I'm not going to say anything else. I think it's already all been said.
Yes.
So.
Yes. We should have been talking about what I said we were going to talk about on this next episode.
Yes, I know.
But we'll have to do that.
But.
Another day.
Yeah, we'll get to it. There's a lot of stuff out there to watch.
Yes. And if anybody has anything that they would like us to cover, then they can let us know.
Hell yes. We will have a poll on our Facebook group, and we'll see what people want us to talk about. Or just send a message and say, hey, talk about this movie. I want to hear what y'all think about it.
Yeah,
Not that means much, but
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even really have to be a poll. We could just, I mean, if you have something, if you've seen something that you think we would enjoy that we haven't seen or something,
yeah,
let us know about it. Even if it is worse than Let Sleeping Corpses Lie.
Sometimes those are the better ones, the ones that are really bad.
Yeah, but I mean, horrible movie. So I think our next episode is definitely going to be better. Because I think next week,
yeah,
we're going to talk about Frankenstein created monsters. Bikers.
Yes.
Bikers. Sorry, I said that name all wrong.
This independent movie was just awesome in all the right ways. It's great. And I know I had fun. I know you said you had fun watching it. So we'll have a lot to talk about on this one. And this movie I would watch 10 times over.
I would watch it on 2 TVs at the same time.
Dang. Watch on my iPad and on TV, yeah. And then I'll have it on every TV.
I was just trying to elevate that.
Yeah, but you did good. Yeah.
I'll watch it on 10 TVs.
Go to Best Buy. Here, put this in.
Yeah. On the wall. Oh, man. I'm gonna have special contact lenses made that just play this movie on a loop and have them surgically installed in my eyeballs.
All right, God, the commitment is real.
That's right. And it'll run off my farts, so I'll have to like constantly eat Taco Bell to keep them going. Nah, that was a bad movie. I can't believe we made it through this episode.
We did it!
Yay! All right. So, where can they find you on the internet?
They can find me, and I'm going to shout out my slasher app. You can find me on there at They Call Me Mr. Poe. And also, you can watch Sci-Fi Sideshow on B-Movie TV Sunday nights at 8.
And that's on the Roku.
That's on Roku.
Yay.
So that's where you can find me. And, of course, everything we're involved in, go to the website.
That's right. Our new website, which I'm not going to read off the URL right now because it's too long and awkward. But we'll have a link for it. But, if we could get people to like donate to our Patreon $1 a month or buy a t-shirt, we could probably afford a really nice URL.
Yeah.
Where it's
buy a domain.
Yes. Where we don't have to read off this long, horrible free URL that Wix gave us. But you can find me on Twitter, 1313 Inc. And of course, I'm also on the Slasher app, but I'm just on there as the podcast. So you can find us on there. Of course, we have our Facebook group, our Facebook page. Like we mentioned before, I think I mentioned before, Channel 13 page has gone away.
Yeah, Channel 13 is no more.
Yeah, we ran into an issue with that. Pretty big issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find us everywhere else. And of course, like I said, you can come see us at Fear Fest, West Virginia.
Yes, make it there. Especially if you're in West Virginia, make it there. Because not only you get to see us three fine gentlemen, you'll see some awesome horror icons out there. So
yes, some really good celebrities. And some good music. I haven't to figure out what bands those are. We can get that information put out there.
For sure. Yes.
All right. So I have nothing else. So Just want to tell everybody thanks for listening. Until next week, we'll be watching The Good, The Bad, and The Cheaply Done.
Get you, Barbara.
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. The unburied dead